So yeah, this episode was a lot more serious than one would expect. Yeah, there's some funny antics, but let's be real.
Kazuma, Megumin, and Aqua.
Trying their best to cope with what's going on. Megumin and Aqua are both obviously the most refusal in terms of not wanting to let Darkness be married to this fuckery. But Kazuma, at this point in stage, while it is later on revealed that yes, he does definitely want to help Darkness,
He isn't going to do anything. He's basically letting Darkness have the wish she wanted.
since he did try to get her away from all of that and has a more better understanding of the situation than Aqua or Megumin, it is still interesting to see him struggling with this. Now, he did make those that little invention, the little bag things that you can kind of pop. Look, I'm just gonna go on a side tangent and say those things will always be my favorite pastime. Aside from reading, playing games, writing, it's one of my favorite pastimes, if I'm gonna correct myself. Because as a kid, those things are what wasted a lot of my time. And as an adult, I don't see them often, but when I do, I waste a lot of time on them. So, Kazuma, what the hell? I need you to make me one. But not the point. The point is that we definitely have Kazuma trying to keep his mind off of the entire situation. He's trying to respect Darkness's wishes of basically letting her save her family's reputation, or well, her family, because the biggest reveal, which is thanks to Vanir, which I'll get to, was more or less related to season 1 when they destroyed the destroyer. But for now, we have Aqua trying to use party tricks to get Darkness's attention to try to kidnap her, which obviously Kazuma's annoyed. Though I like that people do donate to her and she kind of just doesn't want it. She's not an entertainer, and I find that kind of absurd that she would reject the money. But then again, Aqua's never ever made any sense half the time, so Megumin's attempt, she does want to blow up the place, but that's not gonna work. So she tries to pretend she's a demon general to try to postpone it, but this backfired, and clearly Kazuma was mad. And Megumin tries to convince Kazuma by confessing. Look, I obviously Kazuma doesn't fall for it. He's not gullible. He's no simp. But the thing with Megumin's, the way she speaks, although it is trying to convince Kazuma, the way she says it is way too realistic to the point where, she's indirectly confessing, while at the same time just trying to use that to push Kazuma to help, which, that didn't work. But what's more interesting is Kazuma speaking with Vanir, basically having an understanding that this demon knows what's going on. He's going to explain everything, to which Aqua fucks it up at first by attacking said demon, and obviously Kazuma berates her and gives her a good old hit in the head, before finally getting all the information we need. The family, everything that destroyed it, destroyed a lot of things. So Darkness's family helped paid a lot of that, as well as the damages related to the city, thanks to Aqua and her shenanigans. So this is Aqua's fault in a sense. But the big key thing is that we have Darkness's family attempting to get all fixed, and then this lord comes in and essentially puts Darkness in a bind because she's not going to abandon her family. And because of this information, we see Kazuma snap. Because, look, Kazuma has gone mad a lot. And we've seen him get mad, more frustrated, more annoyed than true, pure anger. This is probably one of the rare times we'll see him genuinely mad. Because one of his teammates, someone he cares about, is getting fucked over. And is going to be in a very bad position if they really don't act. And because he does reveal to Megumin that yes, he's been constantly thinking of a way to help, but there's no openings for them because they will fail if they try any kind of plan, because that thing's going to be heavily guarded and they're not equipped at all, as well as their statuses are so different compared to Darkness. There's a lot going on that finds it interesting, because obviously this is where I say Kazuma is shining. He cares for his group. And once it's definitely revealed the entire truth to him, he is way more determined to want to save darkness. Which, yeah, they managed to crash it. Which I find this funny because Aqua dresses up as the priestess who's going to do the whole ceremony, get them like wedded and all. And she just starts insulting Ares because obviously she's not happy that they're not getting married under her church. Which, yes, I love the pettiness. That's just Aqua being Aqua. But yeah, they basically managed to come in with Kazuma coming in and surprising her. And yeah, Darkness really does want the help. She's so stubborn to ask for help that yeah, once they're there, she can finally show that yes, she doesn't want to be there. She wants to be with her friends. And the episode ends with a little monologue of Kazuma kind of thinking, kind of like speaking to his parents, but in the sense speaking to himself of, yeah, he's about to face one of the biggest challenges. An actual lord who has status and a shitload of clout compared to him, if that's one way of putting it. And I gotta give my boy some credit. Like, Kazuma is putting everything at this point on the line. He's already wanted by the capital, which they don't even know it's him yet. And that's one thing. But this one is outright putting yourself, your actual face, in the front lines against someone who can screw you over. Because keep in mind, season 2, he was on trial. He was about to be sentenced to death, and thanks to Darkness, that was prevented. So in a way, this is a reversal now of that situation, where Darkness is in a bad position with this asshole, and it's up to Kazuma to now save her from this. So they're repaying each other's favors without actually saying it, because they're friends. Friends are always there for each other. And this is just pretty wholesome to see Kazuma, Aqua, and we'll eventually get Megumin's part whenever the final next episode comes in. But they're gonna be there for Darkness and show that, yeah, they're not gonna want to let her go that easily, as well as they're not gonna let her put herself on the line. And I like that Darkness knows how they would react if they knew the situation, because she knows how they would act. She was definitely not expecting them to be there, but because they're there, she is happy. So overall, a very, very good episode.